Hey Floss Tube! So I thought today that we would go over my August updates. I know I haven't been on Floss Tube a lot lately, and I really apologize for that. I very much so miss you guys. I've actually been traveling a lot for work. I was gone for 2 weeks in various parts of Central America, I guess. I was in Iowa and in Illinois. And now I'm back home in Minnesota, so I figured might as well, film this video and get it out to you guys. So with travel, it actually means that I got a lot of stuff done. I had a lot of stitching time. I was traveling with my coworkers, so they were driving and then I would stitch, which is, nice for me, maybe not so nice for them, but whatever. I don't really care. So anyway, I thought that we'd just get right into this. So I'll just go through WIP by WIP and we'll talk about what happened. So my first WIP is the Woodlands Sampler by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And I actually finished this one. Yay! Sorry, sitting on the floor next to me. So this is my finish, and I hope it's showing up. Da, 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 da. Yay! I was so into this piece. I just freaking love it. These deer are amazing. Just everything is so freaking cute. Look at that little fox. Oh my gosh, the skunk. It's just beautiful. The only thing that I have not finished is this box right down here where you're supposed to fill in the year. I haven't put anything in there yet. I have not yet decided what I'm going to do with this piece. I guess, it's charted to put the year in, but what I'm hoping is, someday my husband and I hope to have kids, and I think this would be a great piece to put in a future nursery. So I'm thinking about putting, like our kids' initials in there or something. So I don't know, that's just tentative plans, but we'll just see how it goes. So I stitched this according to the chart, except for on all of the borders, I used Mo's Sale Floss in Fall, and this is a brand new bobbin of it, because the one I had is almost completely gone from doing this piece. And I think it worked out really well. It's a brown-red variegation, and I just think it works really well with this piece. So I think I made a good decision. The other change that I made, just because I wanted to kind of try out silk floss, is so for the months of January, February, and December, I used Mo's Silk in Lamb. And then I gotta reference my piece. Yeah, for March, April, and May, I used Risen, which is actually pretty variegated. I don't know if it's gonna show up on camera, but it's like a brown and yellow kind of variegation. I really like it. And then for June, July, and August, I use Horarda, Horarda. I think it's a type of flower. But there's Horarda. Let me know in the comments how you're supposed to pronounce that. And then for September, November, and October, I used Zinnia, which is a perfect Roll Tide crimson color. So yeah, so it's kind of fun using the silks. As I said, I had never used silk floss before, so that was kind of fun. But yeah, I'm super, super excited for this finish. I could not put this piece down. So yay! All right. So our next one is also a finish. Yay! 2 finishes for the month of August. Yay! So my next finish is God Sent Special Things. This was a Janlin kit that I started sometime in 2015. I'm not sure when. 14 count white Aida, and I stitched on this for a few hours. It took me about 13 hours to finish it, and I'm not sure how it took me when I started it. So here you go. Very cute. I love the little bird down in the bottom. So again, this is God Sent Special Things. It's a Janlin kit. My plans for this is that I want to frame this and give it to my mother-in-law. She would really like it. So yeah, I posted a picture on my Instagram, which by the way, my Instagram is Hipster Stitcher. I try to post at least once a day, you know, with kind of my stitching updates. But I posted a picture of this piece with and without the back stitching. And holy carp, the back stitching makes a huge difference on what the piece looks like. So very excited about that. So yay, second finish. Woo! Just cruising on through. I told you, traveling just makes for, you know, getting things done. All right. My next WIP is the wedding sampler. Sorry, my notes are down here. That's why I keep looking. I should probably just move these up here so then it's not so obnoxious. But my next WIP is the wedding sampler. Again, this is a Janlin kit. This is on 14 count white Aida. Talk, Rachel. It's been one of those days, you know. My husband and I went biking for this morning, and there was like 20-mile-an-hour winds, and it was a workout. It was a workout. So if I seem really tired, that's why. But anyway, so this is the wedding sampler, and I will insert a picture of it where it was before. And here it is now. Ta-da! So, I basically only worked on this half. I finished out the entire border, so the whole border is now done, and then I started in on this block, which just says something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. So, yes, I'm making good progress on this. I'm over halfway done. And then the other blocks that are there aren't like too heavy in cross stitching. There's a lot of like back stitching in here, so I don't think it'll be too bad. But yeah, so this is my new at work / in the car project, because Aida is so much easier to stitch in a car than linen or something like that is. So this is definitely a good in the car piece. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Let's see, my next WIP is my Thomas Kincaid Christmas Chapel 1. And I know I talked during my last update that my goal was to finish that page. Well, I didn't quite make my goal, but here's a picture of where it was before. And here it is now. So, as you can see, I almost finished this house right here. I started working on the sky. I'm trying to fill this all in. So, we'll talk more about my goals for September, but I'm pretty proud of where this is going again. This is Christmas Chapel 1 by Candamar Designs, as designed by Thomas Kincaid. And yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with it. I'm really liking how this is turning out. It is a confetti nightmare. And I'll be honest, it takes a lot for me to get up the energy to start working on it. But now that I'm, 2 WIPs, that are done, I'm hoping this piece will come back and that I will start, actively, really focusing on it. Because my husband, Jeremy, would just love it if I got this finished. Because it's for him. So anyway, I'll throw up a picture of what the finished design looks like, but I really like this piece. So I'm hoping, month of September, maybe I'll get, some more done, and hopefully I can finish this page, and then maybe start. I think I'm going to go down or maybe over. I haven't decided. Vote in the comments. What do you think? Should I go down and work more on the snow, or should I go over and start working on this actual church? Let me know in the comments. Awesome. All right. And then last but not least, I have a new start. Yay! So, in celebration of the national parks, Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, as you guys may well know, are doing a stitch-along for a mystery stitch-along for the national parks. And I will throw up a picture of the first clue. And this is what I have done. So I have the whole middle. This land was made for you and me. And then I did a tiny little grid on the side so that I could actually see what's going on. And then I did the little bird and the 1916. Woo! So, when I was kitting this up, you know, I'm using a lot of the threads that I inherited from my grandmother. I realized that I'm missing one color. And I was like, okay, well, I looked at the, you know, the two Walmarts that are closer to me, and neither of them had that color. So I'm like, crap, you know, I'm going to have to go to Joann's. So I might have to go to Joann's tomorrow because the one color, I was like, well, maybe I can get away with it, right? The one color that I don't have is what makes up the lettering on the top and the bottom part of this. That's just not fun. I wanted to have this done, you know, by the time the second clue comes out, so then I can, you know, keep it up to date. But, alas. I am doing this on a 40 count mystery linen that I got from my grandma. It was in her stash, so I have no idea where it's from. It's very soft. I really like the, you know, I really like the color and how the muted kind of earth tones of this piece are popping out on it. So I really like it, and I'm very excited. I love Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery pieces. I kind of have a feeling, since doing the Woodland Sampler was the first Frosted Pumpkin I've ever done, and this is now my second one, and I have a feeling that some more are going to wind up in my cart and mysteriously find their way stitched in my life. I really like them, so I might just always have a Frosted Pumpkin piece on my to-do list because I just love them so much. And I really, you know, I'm really liking this National Parks piece. So, yay! So that's my cross stitch. That's my whole update. That's what I did. Woo! I feel pretty accomplished. You know, I was nervous that I wouldn't get a whole lot done, but I got a lot done. So, yay! All right. Next, needle minders. So I had mentioned, maybe I hadn't mentioned, that the only two needle minders I had were ones I made myself, and they were using those black craft magnets that I really don't like. The magnet isn't very well, it doesn't stay on your fabric, and I just didn't like it. So I was like, ooh, I'm gonna make my own. So I ordered some magnets off of Amazon, and then I went into like my stash of random items, and I found some just random pins. So I broke the pin part off the back and turned them into needle minders. So I thought I'd show you guys kind of the needle minders I made. So the first one says Moo Booth. And I got this at the Minnesota State Fair many, many years ago. But I thought he was cute. Yeah. And then this is a button that I got from my dad that says I love asphalt. Because who doesn't? And then I have this one that says Gopher Nation, University of Minnesota, because I went to the University of Minnesota, so represent, go Gophers. Yeah. And then I have this one, actually is a pin that my friend found for me when we were at the University of Minnesota. And I thought this was very fitting. So this is my Prince Purple Rain. My Minnesota homeboy. May he rest in peace. So yeah. And then this one I got, so I'm a huge, there's this band that I follow called Motion City Soundtrack, which I kind of talked about earlier. And I went on their farewell tour, and they were handing out these pins of the lead singer, Justin Pierre. It's like, I'll show you the pin. But anyway, this is his hair. So this is the top of Justin's head. This is my absolute favorite needle minder that I have. Right now it's resting on my, what am I trying to say? This one's currently located on my National Park sampler, but I love it. So that's his glasses and his crazy hair. So any MCS fans out there, turn yours into a needle minder because it works really well. Ooh. So yeah, those are my needle minders. Pretty excellent. I feel pretty excited. The magnets are a lot better. Why won't my camera focus? Ah! Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about it. So last on my, come on camera. I probably haven't been in focus this entire time. Oh well, what are you gonna do? So then I want to talk about a haul. Yay! Or stash acquisitions, as some people call it. So when I was doing the Woodland sampler, I was worried that I was gonna run out of fall, the one that I used to do the border. So I decided to get some more, and then of course I was on the website. So like when you're on the website, you have to buy some other stuff. At least that's how I kind of felt about it. So anyway, so I bought 2 skeins of fall because I was that paranoid, and I didn't end up needing them, but that's okay because I really like it, so I can probably incorporate it into something else. And then I bought Hoot Tanager, which I really like. It's almost like Seattle Seahawks colors. Pride, Aurora, which I really like. Oh my gosh. And then my favorite is Leaf Pile. I bobbinated these myself. And then I decided to get one of her grab bags because like I'm like, yeah, give me more floss. So this is the ones I got. I got Ben, which is really pretty. Chewbacca. Saint Laurent, or Saint Laurent, which I think this was from her designer collection, from Yves Saint Laurent, YSL. Gucci. BB-8. Castor. Lauren. Probably like Ralph Lauren. Versace, which I really like. Menorah. Prada. Wreath. And Vire. So that was kind of all the stash that I've acquired. Yay! Camera, come back and focus. Yay! I really like all my flosses. So here's what we need to talk about. Okay. So, like I said, on this piece, I am missing the color that spells out the National Park Centennial, and then down at the bottom, I believe it says something else. I can't remember. Okay? What if I substituted Moe's? I mean, I'm going to have to buy this color anyway, because now I know I don't have it, and that bothers me, so I'm going to have to buy it. Anybody else like that? But I'm thinking, you know, add a little variegation in there. So, vote. We're going to have a vote. So excuse me. My husband's making bread, and he brought me up some pieces, and it's really good, but for some reason now I have the hiccups. All right, here are your options, and I want to know what they are, or I want to know your favorite. So, okay, these are ones I personally think would look the best. So, I will hold them up one by one. Not in a pile, because that would be silly. So, the first is Castor. Okay, so it's very variegated. The second, I think this is my favorite, but I want to know your guys' opinion. Here's Wreath. And then this is BB-8, which I also think would look really pretty. Sorry. So comment down below, let me know which one that you think. Because I'm thinking I'm going to change it up. Because I like to add some variegation or, you know, some colors. So let me know. And I think I might do that. Okay. What else do I have to talk about it? Last but not least, we're going to talk about bobbinating. I have been working on my grandma's 5 boxes that she gave me of all her floss. And I am 3 boxes down, 2 boxes left to go. Oh my gosh, this project is taking me forever. So this is my goal. I want to finish bobbinating, and then I want an inventory, and then I want to buy all the DMC I don't have. So this brings us in to our final topic. Let's talk about goals. September is going to be a little bit busier than August was. As I said, I work in agriculture, so things are going to get taken out of the ground in September. My husband hauls sugar beets, so he'll be starting probably the 1st of October. I work in soybeans. So for us, probably last week of September, first week of October, weather depending, is when we're going to start harvesting. Which is pretty stressful on me. It's my favorite time of the year, but my most stressful time of the year. So I might not have as much time to stitch as I would normally. But then at the same time, with Jeremy hauling beets, of course he won't be hauling beets till October. But you know, he won't be home a lot because he'll work from 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. Or no, 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. is what he'll work. So anyway, not the point. None of you care. But my point is that things are going to be a little bit more crazy. So here are my goals. Goal number 1, finish the first page of the Christmas Wedding Chapel 1. Christmas Chapel 1. Okay, I can do it. 1 page. I got this. Number 2 is finish goal number 1, or clue number 1 of the National Park sample, as well as clue number 2. Because clue number 2 comes out, I believe, September 17th. So I want to get both of those done. Okay? Goal number 3 is to finish bobbinating all of my grandma's stuff. So what I think I'm going to do, because sometimes I do this stuff like during my lunch breaks at work, I think instead of having a stitchy project, I'm going to bring the bobbins and I'm just going to sit and bobbinate. And that will be my project. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to inventory everything, and then I'm going to make sure I have a complete set. So I'm going to have to go to Joann's or whatever. And then, yeah, it's going to be fun. And then I'm going to bobbinate some more with my new floss. So that's my plan. That is my plan. The memorabilia that I showed during my haul is calling my name, like hardcore. So I'm trying to resist not starting her. Or the little gnome one that Jeremy picked out. I really like that too. So me and new starts. I get so obsessed with the project that I can't put it down, you know? And the wedding chapel is just so tedious to work on with that confetti nightmare that, like, it's hard for me to get into it. But that's the one I should be focusing on. Rachel, that's the one that you should be focusing on. Now I've really creeped you out. So that's it. That's what I got about cross stitch, at least. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. So this channel has kind of been a hodgepodge. You know, I've showed just a lot of cross stitch, but then I showed, you know, my husband tag with me and Jeremy, and then I, you know, had the canning video. I have a lot of other stuff that I'm into and that I would like to film. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts about it, if you're into it, or I, you know, can just keep it as cross stitch, but I might, you know, show random stuff here or there. Anyway, I'm really into planning, and I've recently gotten into bullet journaling, and I'm starting my first bullet journal. So if anybody would like to know about that, I'd love to make a video about that. My other is that I'm addicted to drinking tea, and I would like to do tea videos on my favorite kinds of tea. So yeah. And then, of course, cooking and cross stitch. So those are like my hobbies. So, and I want to do a OneNote tutorial. I did have a couple people that were interested in seeing how I organize everything on OneNote in my computer. So I can do that. That one's a little more tricky to figure out the filming of that, but I would love to show you guys how I organize everything. So let me know. There's a lot of comment down below things in this video, but it'll be good. I seem kind of like a mess. I haven't filmed in a long time, so if I seem a little, that's why. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Let's talk about the swatch of the month. Swatch of the month. All right, so this is the watch that I have been wearing this month. It is a neon pink zebra stripe. I really like it. And then I have a blue cover on it. So let me take this off so you can see. This is actually, they came out a few years ago and they had 4 of them. They had yellow, orange, pink, and blue. I actually own both the pink and the blue one. And I am now wishing that I also own the yellow and the orange one, but alas. So here you go. Don't focus on my face. Now, the thing about this watch, and I hope this picks up, maybe not, the 2 hands, which are here, are the exact same length. So the hour hand and the minute hand are the same length. You have to know that the minute hand is on top of the hour hand, this way. So this will always be the minute and this will be the hour. So that's kind of hard to read. But yeah. So maybe I'll show the blue one at some point in time. But it is now going to be September, so we'll just kind of see what the swatch of the month will be next month. I thank you all for joining me. I apologize if this was a little more scatterbrained than my normal video, but I hope you all are doing well, and I love you very, very much. So have a great stitching month, week, whenever I come back to you. Love you all. Bye.